Free the land, revolutionary greetings, in Daewoo, Haki Shakur. I'm back at you again at another historical spot. Right now, I'm in Richmond, Virginia, but I'm on the outskirts of Richmond, Virginia in Henrico County. You're now looking at the Osborne Landing. Take a look around. The Osborne Landing, if you caught one of my videos that I did like a couple of years ago, called the Bermuda Hundred Landing. The Bermuda Hundred Landing and the Osborne Landing are simultaneously connected through the transatlantic slave trade. So what you're looking at right now, you're looking at one of the ports, one of the historical ports of the transatlantic slave trade, where over 100,000 to 200,000 of those first Africans from 1690 to 1775, they all came through this port first. And the Bermuda Hundred landing port that's close to Petersburg, Colonial Heights, off of the Appomattox River. But we are like close off of the James River. So the Osborne Landing, and why is this so significant, is the fact that if you notice, if you look at this sign, it speaks on the colonial history of the Osborne Landing and its importance to the colonial history and to Europeans and things of that nature. So when you look at this sign, you notice it mentions nothing about the transatlantic slave trade or the landing of these Africans on this spot. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I came out here today, to show our people that this is a historical spot, but it doesn't have a commemoration sign. It doesn't have a marker like the Shaco Hill, Shaco Valley, and those things of that nature. This is significant and important with the connection and the interconnection that I want to speak about right now, which is mass incarceration. We have to realize the Africans that were brought to this spot on this sacred space and landing, these were the first political prisoners that I'm always talking about, that connects to the political prisoners of today. But most importantly, it connects to the industrial slave complex and the prison complex that we see today. See, these spots are important to our people because it tells the true story of our story on how we got today, where we are today, which is mass incarceration. Virginia, let's speak about Virginia. Virginia alone, not even the rest of the United States empire, Virginia alone incarcerates people at the highest rate, more than some countries, democracies in the world right now. Like Virginia is at the top of the list of mass incarceration. So when we're talking about spots like this that haven't been commemorated, that is, overlooking what's going on today with mass incarceration and why our people being incarcerated at high numbers. Where you're looking at the spot right here that don't nobody talk about. You see what I'm saying? And things of that nature. But I'm just trying to make this connection because this is why our people are being incarcerated and our people also being displaced. It connects to all those things, whether we're talking about displacement, gentrification, and things like that. It all ties to these spots like Osborne Landing and the Bermuda Hundred and all those type of things, and why the mass incarceration rate is so high here in Virginia. And last but not least, we're coming up on the official Black August 45th anniversary. So be prepared for that, where we, begin to commemorate our freedom fighters, our political prisoners, and prisoners of war of the new African nation. Like I was saying, this story has to be told correctly. We must control the narrative of our history and our story that's omitted from these historical markers and things of that nature. But yeah, Black August is coming up. These are the first political prisoners, our African ancestors who were captured in West Africa and brought to these shores and displaced and brought to these shores. But Black August, 45th anniversary, where we commemorate George Jackson, Katari Gordon, W.L. Nolan, Jonathan Jackson, but as well, the political prisoners and freedom fighters who are still alive today, like Mumia Abu-Jamal, Kamal Siddiqui, Shaka Shakur, all the political prisoners that still captured, Leonard Peltier, the native indigenous peoples and things of that nature. But yeah, man, you're looking at the historic spot, man, of the Osborne Landing, where over 100,000 of our ancestors who were captured as political prisoners were were brought to the shores of Virginia and Richmond. So I'm gonna sign off on that note, man. If you get a chance, come on out here to the Osborne Landing and push for a historical marker on this spot for our ancestors to commemorate their memory. I'm gonna sign off on that note. Haki Kweli Shakur, free the land by any means necessary.